and welcome to the first post-match of the new season. And before we get going, just checking, is this on? You know, because if it ain't on, I'm going to have a big complaint, with Sky. Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, first win of the season. Shame it's not in the league, it's in the cup against League 2 opposition. I'm sure Mick's going to have his two-piece say about the referee tonight. But it's a 2-1 win. Goals from Nombe and Adofin. We'll get your thoughts on the overall performance of the team first, Mick.
In patches, it was much better than Saturday. Much better in patches. Not for the whole 90. There were some periods where we were just out of the game, and we kind of reverted back a little bit to Saturday's performance. Lots of long balls still. And at that point in the game, when we start playing the ball long, that's when we drift out of the game. But some really good individual performances tonight from players who didn't play on Saturday for whatever reason.
They must be really bad in training.
Well, I mean, I've no doubt, and we'll come on to some individual performances in a bit, but overall, it was average, really. I think against a decent League One side, we would have struggled quite badly tonight, to be honest. But it's early days. So I'm not brimming with confidence, am I? I need to be a bit more confident and a bit less vitriolic about stuff.
Yeah, I like that word. I think if this performance was later in the season, we would have more concerns to raise. Yeah. But I think because it's only the second game, we can sort of let it slide a little bit. Like you say, a few individuals who didn't start Saturday had really good games today, especially Nombe, who scored. Yep. And we kind of have a better idea of who our go-to 11 could be. I think we know a few more positions that are more of a cert than we did on Saturday. Especially 𝐁𝐿𝐴. I thought he came in and did really well. And Kelly did as well. Yeah. I thought he had a steady game as well. Shame we couldn't get Holmes on the pitch for his appearance bonus for today.
Yeah.
But better than Saturday, but still a long way to go. I think it's the best way to say about that, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's a fair summing up. A long way to go, but it is an improvement. Like you said, Sam Nombe was outstanding tonight. Obviously, that's down to Steve Evans. Yeah, leaving him out on Saturday. I'm sure he'll be claiming that as we speak in the Radio Sheffield podcast post-match interview. But he was outstanding. Yeah. And had he played on Saturday, it would have been a different game, without a shadow of a doubt. So, yeah, claim what he wants on that, I guess. But we know we've got a player, and he's picked up 2 or 3 yards of pace as well, it appears, over a close season. So he's going to be a big threat this season, assuming that he trains well.
Yeah, definitely. I thought 𝐁𝐿𝐴 had a good game position-wise today. He's still not found his goal, but he came so close today, didn't he? So close on a couple of occasions as well.
I asked Matt halfway, towards back end of the game, when we did the pre-season predictions, whether anybody picked him for most assists this season. I suspect he's going to be high up on that list. Yeah. It's quite surprised me a little bit today with some of the nice little layoffs and flick-ons and so on and so forth, setting up Nombe, running off him, and later on Adofin as well. So, I thought he had a decent game today. Not so much necessarily as an out-and-out striker, which I think is what everybody sees him as. Maybe that's a different aspect that he's added to his game since he was here last. It certainly appears that way, and hopefully that'll continue.
Yeah, I think so. Like, he seemed to have a few nice little flicks that went over the top of the defence, which we didn't see last time from 𝐁𝐿𝐴, and I've not really watched him since because I'm a Rotherham fan. But he seemed to add a few more elements to his game. He seemed a lot better with his feet. He had the ball under control quite a lot, and somehow he can generate power in a header that's somewhat biblical. I don't know where he got all that power from. I think if it did hit the post, it would have broke the goal. Yeah. But I'm sure that'll come. But again, hopefully it'll come with Rotherham as a whole as well. Yeah. Now, we'll touch on Crewe briefly, which will flow nicely into the refereeing performance. I think Crewe might be made of glass with the amount of fouls that they were playing for and winning, unfortunately. Sean Ragger, after what felt like 45 seconds, got a yellow card, which could have been a red card later in the game. But every time we seemed to put our hands on Crewe, they went to the floor, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. And referees had a mare, hasn't he? He's been really picky, pedantic, and poor. Just overall poor, but it doesn't matter in this competition. I assume we'll get him at some stage in the league, and hopefully it's his second game of the season as well. but the way he refused to let the game flow was stark contrast to the refereeing performance on Saturday at Exeter. A stark contrast, and this again it just flows again into the consistency argument, if you like. You know, that these people get together, the referees get together. They should know. They should have a consistent approach to the game. Either you're going to let it flow, or you're going to stop it every time a gust of wind blows. Make your mind up, kind of thing.
Yep.
So very different tonight. Very different.
We've already seen that the pulling of the shirt rule has already been binned, apparently, because that happened a lot of times and nothing happened.
Yeah, absolutely.
With it. But again, like you say, it goes down to consistency, and there is none. But the one funny thing is that Steve Evans seemed to gun for the officials in the Exeter game, but the referee was worse this game.
Oh, by a long
but because we won, nothing happened, and by some miracle, Steve Evans actually knows how to shake someone's hand, by the looks of it as well.
Maybe somebody's had a word with him, or not.
He might listen to me on Radio Sheffield, to be fair.
Well, he might have just decided that he's only going to do it when we lose, so let's wait and see what happens Saturday if we don't get 3 points. We'll see on that one.
They might need a bell and a couple of gloves if it's against Matt Taylor and we lose.
Yeah. But yeah, some good performances tonight.
Yes, 100%. A bit more confident of that performance now. But like we say, there's still a long way to go and a lot of tweaking to be done as well, I think. And I think we'll leave it there because it's gone dark and I fancy going home and going to bed. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And you'll see potentially some of these lot at the Bristol Rovers game on Saturday. See you later.